Hi, how you doing? I'm Aaron Brodkin and host of Collectables Digest show on community television. I'm joined by AJ. How you doing, AJ?
Really good. How about you?
Pretty good. You know, it's Thursday, so getting to the weekend. Doing good. Anyway, I'm going to be talking about some cards right now. Just to kind of get the viewer into what Collectables is all about. My certain slice of expertise is in sports cards, which is a small portion of the overall collectibles pie. Let's start it off with local hero and God to Millions, Steve Young. I have his rookie card right here. This is 1985 Topps.
And who was he playing for?
Good question. He's playing for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the team that drafted him after he played for the USFL, a short-lived football team in the short-lived football league in the 80s that folded. So then the NFL got him. He was traded to the Niners, I think, maybe the year after this card was made. And then there he was the backup for Joe Montana for a couple of years till he finally won his own Super Bowl in 1995. Right next to that Steve Young card is a Jeff Garcia card. Jeff Garcia played in the Canadian Football Leagues for many years until the 49ers drafted him. I don't know if they drafted him or free agency or however the deal works. They got him. Steve Young went down with a concussion early in the season, and Jeff Garcia is now our #1 man. These are both rookie cards, which, as I stated in earlier episodes, are the most sought-after cards by collectors because they're young and they're harder to get, you know, like it's been 10 years since Ken Griffey Jr.'s rookie card came out, so they're the oldest ones, they're the most sought after. The show, Collectables Digest, is about all kinds of collectibles. For example, in the future, we will have shows that explore movies, cartoons, comics, racing, all kinds of racing, card games, autographs, X-Files, a whole bunch of sci-fi stuff. You know, we're really trying to learn about collectibles. We have a desire to want to know a lot about collectibles.
That's a surprise. I didn't realize you were doing things. It's a pretty good assortment you got there.
Totally. After
seeing your first show, I thought it was just sports cards.
Really? Well, you'd be wrong. And that's why I'm mentioning all this.
Nice surprise.
Yeah. Elvira, Dark Shadows, a couple other genres we'll be looking at. As well as something that I am really interested in here. I have this, it's called Comics by Kids. We're going to be talking about this. We might be talking to the artists and makers of this in upcoming episodes. So you should check that out. Now this is a comic book, and there's a bunch of short stories in here. They're all illustrated by kids of various ages. See, it says here...
Our very own Santa Cruz youth.
Right, drawn by youth of Santa Cruz. This is first one's by Felicia and Theo, ages 16 and 15. And it just looks pretty cool, you know. You see what's going on in kids' heads, you know? This is good stuff. So we'll be exploring this. This is a part of the collectibles genre, the local comic books. That should be a lot of fun.
Are you ever going to talk about the kind of care that you give your comic books? Like I see you've got all your cards in there.
Totally. These cards are in Protectos right here because the condition of collectibles, whether it's antique faces or sports cards, condition is paramount importance. So totally, comic books have the same rules that sports cards have. Most people keep their comics in like a plastic bag with a piece of cardboard in the back to keep it rigid.
I was just noticing, because if this was my book here...
You'd have it in a bag and board.
You're handling it.
I know, man. I'm getting my fingerprints all over it. It's crazy. But, you know, it's probably not worth that much. You know, Superman #1 is something you might not want to touch with your fingers, but comics by kids, it's awesome, but not a huge demand. So I don't really, I think, have to worry about it.
Not yet.
Not yet, right. Totally. A couple other issues that will be covered in this show for community television. Elvira, Babylon 5, Collectables male, female, what do boys collect, what do girls collect, you know? Is baseball cards just for boys, you know? We're going to explore these issues and more. We'll also be talking to some local people who have collections of their own that they're interested in. What's up, Collectables Digest? Let's go to a tape right now.
Would you please tell me, who is Pokemon?
Oh, come on. I've seen the word. It's some sort of Japanese animation. I don't know anything about it, really. Other than it's been in the press a lot. Pokemon. Do this. Poke yourself. Pokemon. Yeah.
Pokemon.
Where's he from? How does he get around?
Doesn't he bounce or something like that? Hop? Pokemon. What does Pokemon do? Do you know Pokemon?
I thought Pokemon was like a Pop-Tart kind of thing.
A
like,
Pop-Tart?
I know what a Pikachu is.
What is a Pikachu?
A Pikachu is like Pokemon's son, but Pokemon isn't really a person, but Pikachu is a person.
So then who is Pokemon? What is Pokemon?
Well, isn't Pokemon yellow? Or that's Pikachu that's yellow.
With Pokemon. The little Japanese freaky animation.
Pokemon is my hero.
How did he become your hero?
He saved my life when I was a boy. My rabid dog was trying to eat off my good leg, but Pokemon came along and saved me.
Did he play?
Well, I don't know the answer to your question. Okay, I'm honest. I do not.
Well, thank you for that bundle of information.
Hello and welcome to Collectables Digest. Today we will be learning about Pokemon. I have Pokemon expert Alec Mills with me. Thank you for joining me, Alec. Now you have brought a binder of cards.
Yeah.
These are Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Where'd you get them? Where do you pick these cards up?
Some I find on the ground. I look everywhere I can.
Yeah. So they're just kind of around it, and your mom kind of buys them, your friends have them.
I trade sometimes.
Cool. Okay, now on this first page I see here, let's start off with this one. This one,
Charizard.
what's it called?
Charizard.
Charizard. And it's shiny. There's a picture of this guy. I guess that's Charizard.
Yeah, it's a dragon.
So that's his name, right?
Yeah, his
That's
name
the
is
name
Charizard.
of the dragon. And it's shiny on back. How come it's shiny? Or you were telling me earlier that this is more rare than this.
Yeah.
Why is that?
It's a star and it's a diamond.
So this is a diamond? And all three of these are diamonds. And these are all called stars because they're shiny.
No, not all stars are shiny.
Oh, really?
I'm going to take one out to show you.
Okay, please.
This is too far
So which
away, I
cards are
can't
you
reach
taking
it.
out right now? Are these diamonds?
No, a circle, a diamond, and a circle, a diamond, and a star.
A circle, a diamond. So you're taking out one card from each category
Yeah.
of cards on this page.
You see this right here?
Yeah.
And this.
Maybe you can hold it up to the camera behind you, and I'll look at it on there. So hold it steady, and he'll zoom in on it, and you can look up there and point to it and tell me about it. Or I'll hold it, and you just tell me about it, okay?
This down here in the corner,
Yeah.
it is a circle, and that's how you tell.
It's a circle, okay.
And this,
Okay.
look down here, is a diamond.
Hold on, I just want to show the camera. So what are you looking at? Where's the diamond? This tiny black diamond right down there? And so this tiny, tiny black dot in the corner it means that this is more rare than a circle.
Yeah.
Okay, and now let's see the third one.
Rarest of all.
Okay, because of this tiny black diamond, right?
Star.
It's a tiny black star, right? I wanna go around this card. This is a Pokemon card. I wanna go around this card. I want you to tell me what all these things are. So at the top of this it says Blastoise. Now what is that? That's the name of this guy?
No.
That's his name. Okay. What about this stage 2 right here? What does that mean?
That's the second stage of all his forms. War Turtle. The one I just showed you.
Yeah.
This one.
Right. It says stage 1.
I know. The stage 1
Okay.
is for Squirtle.
Stage 1 is for Squirtle.
Yeah.
Okay. Stage 1. What is stage 1 is for Squirtle? What does that mean?
It means
So we have War Turtle.
is the second evolved form of Squirtle.
Oh, what I'm getting here. So these are all turtles, right?
Yeah.
So you have 3 cards here. One is called Squirtle, one's called War Turtle, and one's called Balios or Blats. And they're all turtles. And this stage right here refers to the different stage of the turtle as the turtle changes, or is this the same person?
It evolves.
It evolves.
It's the same Pokemon except for it's evolved.
So this is the first stage of Pokemon, and then
No, this is the first stage of Squirtle.
Of Squirtle, right, which is a Pokemon. And Pokemon means character.
No, Pokemon does not mean character.
What does Pokemon mean?
Short for pocket monsters.
Pocket monsters.
Because they're tiny.
They're tiny.
But Onyx isn't tiny. He's taller than this room.
Really? But he has his own card?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good. We got that stage 1 taken care of. What about this 40 plus? What does that mean?
Damage.
Damage. Now, this is a game?
Yeah.
True or false? It is. This is a game. So you play this with your friends?
Sometimes.
And I'm guessing you're probably a little too young to remember Dungeons and Dragons, but this is kind of like a role-playing game, or do you pretend to be the monster, or you have fights between your monsters and other monsters? Is that what this 40 plus is referring to?
Yeah.
So the 40 plus is like the strength of the character.
No, 40 plus is the damage to the other character.
Damage to the other character. And how do you inflict damage to another character?
Just say, pretend I'm using this Blastoise against
another star, which are the most rare kind of Pokemon cards.
this Charizard.
Okay. Okay, I'll put these back. War Turtle goes in the middle because he's Diamond class, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So say I would use Pokemon Power Rain Dance.
Okay.
It says right here, as often as you like during your turn before your attack, you may attach one water energy card to one of your water Pokemon.
Do you have any water energy cards you could show us so we know?
Oh, yeah. Just a minute. This
Okay.
doesn't use up your one energy card attachment for the turn. This power can't be used if Blastoise is asleep, confused, or paralyzed.
And when would he be asleep? Like, so during the game, this guy, sometimes he's asleep, sometimes you say, okay, now Blastoise is asleep?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he cannot attack.
Okay.
So it's Charizard's turn. Say I use Fire Spin. Discard 2 energy cards attached to Charizard.
So you have a stack of
orders.
cards that are energy cards?
Yeah.
And this is within the game that you're playing with friends. I'm sorry, Alec.
And discard 2 energy cards attached to Charizard in order to use this attack.
Okay, so these are good cards, right?
Yeah.
Like if you were playing with your friends.
And this does 100 damage
Wow, 100.
to wipe out a Blastoise in one hit.
One
It
hit?
only has 100 HP, see?
Right. Okay, wait. 100 HP stands for hit points?
Yeah.
So that's how many points of damage he can hit with.
No, if
Because you
he
said that.
gets 100,
Yeah.
then he's fainted.
Okay, so that's
This
his.
guy has 120.
He's like the best. Or he's pretty good. So if you're playing a game of Pokemon with your friends, you each have a couple, like, do you pick out your best characters?
You get to pick out 60 cards.
60 cards make up your deck. And then basically, so is there a requirement on how many cards have to be characters or how many cards have to be like energy points I heard you talking about? Or just any 60 cards?
Any 60 cards.
How long does a game last?
Till all the other
Till all the other person's out of points, or? Do you need a pad and paper to keep track of hit points and stuff?
No, you get hit point counters.
Oh, hit point calendars. Do those come with the cards?
With the cards, yeah. Hit point counters come in packs.
Okay, so basically, this is a game that you play, right?
Yeah.
And all these cards have a function in the game. Some are characters. Yeah, maybe we can turn the page. So, and what? These are all.
I'm showing you the energy.
Oh yeah, please. Oh, that looks special.
That's a Japanese one.
So that's from
other
Japan?
Japanese ones.
Are those better than American ones?
Yeah, some are.
Cool. How many do all your friends play Pokemon game?
Well, not all of them.
Not all of them, but some of them. And when did you...
Here's a really good card.
Okay, Mew. Maybe we can take...
Mew.
I'm sorry, Mew. Maybe we
Don't
can...
take it out. Don't
okay,
take
okay.
it out.
That's wrong. Okay. Why is it rare? What's good about it?
Star.
It's okay. So that tiny triangle in the bottom right-hand corner. It looks like it says 8.
I know it's a promotion.
Oh, promotion.
It's the 8th one of all the promo stars.
Oh, wow. And how'd you get it?
Movie. You get a pack every time you go to see the Pokemon movie.
Oh, cool. Wow. And so how many times did you go to see the movie?
One.
Once. And
Two.
Twice. So you have 2 promotional cards.
You get 2 promotional cards in each pack.
Okay. So let's talk about these energy cards. You want to take those out and show me how they work?
I'll take one out.
Take one out. Now these are required to play the game. You need these to play with your friend, right? And so when you have no more energy cards, you lose the game?
Yeah.
True. Okay.
That's only one of the ways.
Yeah.
Like this guy needs 2 of these
Alex,
to do his
excuse me,
fire
do you mind if I hold these up so the camera can see? Okay. I'll just hold it like this. I can hold them both. Okay.
This guy, Magmar, needs 2 fire energies. 2 of these to do his fire punch, 30 damage.
So.
And Flamethrower, he needs 2 fire energies and then 1 more energy.
So these
can be any energy except for water.
So you need energy cards to have your characters operate.
Yeah.
Right. And so there's energy cards. What other kind of cards are there in the game besides characters, energy cards, and this back page?
Trainer card.
Trainer card. Now what's that? What's a trainer card?
I'll take out one of my rarest.
Your rarest? Or you can take out a common one. You don't want to get them bent. Okay. Do you mind if I hold that up while you talk about it? This is so in addition to a character, which is we have a great example of in Magmar, and an energy card. Energy cards are required to operate these guys. What does a trainer card do?
Well, it makes your Pokemon stronger.
So is this person someone who really supposedly trains your this person might train Magmar to do something?
No.
No.
So, I'll read it.
Okay.
Put a stage 2 evolution card from your hand on the matching basic Pokemon. You can only play this card when you will be allowed to evolve that Pokemon. Anyway.
So what does it do? Put a stage 2 evolution card.
We'll take out that and that. I can't
Okay, no problem. This is Omanite.
And Omastar.
Omanite, and Omanite is circle class, so he's kind of common. I'm looking at here. It looks like he's got 40 hit points. He's not as good as your other one. Okay, and Omastar. I got him.
He's got 70.
He's got 70. Wow, you have some really cool looking cards back here. This Ditto card looks kind of cool. Is that a good one?
Yeah, I can take that out.
I know I didn't take it out.
Yeah, I know it's so.
Okay, so Omastar, you have doubles of them. Maybe I can hold them up? Or you can hold them up?
No, this is Omanite and Omastar, 2 different guys.
Okay. And this one's circle class, means it's most common. And
no, this is diamond.
Oh, is that a diamond? You're right, it's so small. And that's circle. I can hold it.
And if you use this, if you use it on Omanite, you can automatically evolve Omastar. Evolve Omanite into Omastar.
And Omastar, let's look at the difference between them. 70 hit points compared to 40 hit points. So basically these trainer cards kind of allow you to make your character stronger. This guy's got 10 plus, this guy's, what's this 30x? I don't know.
30 times.
30 times what?
Flip 2 coins. This attack does 30 times times the number of
So you use coins in
So
this
it
game?
could do 3, yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
It could do 3 times 30.
Okay.
Whatever that is.
So you're flipping coins in this game. It's a pretty complicated game. It involves cards, coins, anything else? besides flipping coins?
And damage counters.
Damage counters, and those come in
Yellows count as 20,
Uh-huh.
and the blues count as 10.
So and these are ways of keeping track of the life of your character, whether he's alive, whether he's dead. True?
Yeah.
Okay. What about spike? Okay. So a game starts out, you and your friend each have 60 cards.
Yeah.
What's the next move? You take a bunch of cards in your hand, and then you kind of play them? And
No.
No.
You take a few in your hand.
Okay.
I hate explaining this. I really do.
We just need a very general view. I think most of the people who are interested have no idea. Most of the people watching have no idea anything about Pokemon. So this is what a Pokemon player looks like in action, right? He's got a couple cards in his hand.
Some down here,
Got
and
some on the
one
board.
out here.
And one out there.
Like, say I had Aerodactyl out.
Right. So I'm playing Pokemon. I got some cards in my hand. I got Aerodactyl out here. Maybe I say, hey, I'm going to put my trainer card on Aerodactyl because I have energy cards. I can do that. Am I close?
No, Aerodactyl doesn't evolve.
Oh, Aerodactyl, because he's fully evolved? Because he's, let's see, he's
He
Starcraft.
evolves from a fossil.
How do you know if a character evolves or not? Like, let's look at these Omanite and Omastar cards. So this guy, I think he evolves because he has a picture of Omanite in the corner.
This guy evolves from a fossil. I'll take someone who doesn't evolve.
So this character is evolved from a fossil. That's pretty high tech.
This guy does not evolve.
This guy doesn't evolve because he's fully evolved?
Yep. No, he doesn't evolve at all.
Cool. Okay, Alec. In summation, because we're ending the show about now, what's the best thing about Pokemon?
Well, I like the attacks, the way they look.
Mm-hmm. Something fun to do with friends. So these look cool, and they look really cool. They inspire you. And why do you collect Pokemon cards? Because it's fun? Yep.
Sometimes I find teared up ones and I have to tape it together.
Cool.
I don't put teared up ones in my binder.
No, only the good ones. Well, Alec, thank you very much. It's been fascinating. I grew up collecting garbage pail kids and other types of stuff, and this is kind of the new generation that really makes me feel old. I don't know anything about this stuff, and I thank you very much for your expertise and coming to explain it. I don't know how else I would have found out about it, and explaining it to all of Santa Cruz. It's a good thing. So thanks a lot for watching Collectables Digest. I'm sure this must have been extremely educating to learn about Pokemon, a word that we've all heard over and over again, but have no knowledge.
Unless you already know what Pokemon is.
Unless you already know what Pokemon is, meaning you're 10 or under. Are there old people who collect Pokemon too? People my age?
Mom does.
Your mom's into it. That's cool. So you play with your...
She has a lot of Pokemon cards.
Who has more, you or your mom?
My mom.
Your mom has more Pokemon cards than you. So do you trade with her sometimes, try to get good ones? That's cool.
That's where I got my Mew. She had 2.
2?
But she kept her holographic.
How many times did she go to see the Pokemon movie?
She had 1 promo and 1 not, and I think she had 3. 2 promos.
2
1
promos.
holographic, 1 not, and then another holographic that was not promo.
Really? Well, that's not, at least you got 1 Mew. Maybe sometime later you can get that holographics off her. Possibly. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. I'm sure this must have been very educational. It was for me. And we will see you next time on Collectables Digest. Great tape there.
Yeah, fantastic.
Hey, G, while I got you here, I'd like to call your attention to some cards. Let's start it out right here. The Barry Sanders card. Now, you know, of course, that Barry Sanders played for the Detroit Lions, right?
Of course, my hometown.
Really? Detroit?
Born, not raised.
Yeah, that's tight. But he's not in his Detroit uniform. He's in an Oklahoma State uniform. It's because this is a college photo. And it's a college photo on his NFL card because it's his rookie card, which makes it highly desirable. You've heard of Barry Sanders, right?
Sooners.
Yeah, totally.
I'm his #1 fan.
Really? Yeah, so this is, Barry Sanders is he's practically the leading rusher in the NFL behind Walter Payton, you know, and a couple guys. And he just retired, which was totally bizarre. He just quit the game in his prime, like Jim Brown and Roger Maris and so many others. Totally bizarre, really a stun to the NFL. And I'm just praying that he comes back and plays for the Niners. But this guy, he's super short. He's got highlight clips that are, you know, where he's running one way and then he stops. You know, he's really good, really tight, really exciting, probably one of the most exciting players in the NFL. And this is his rookie card, highly collectible. Obviously, it says right here, #1 draft pick. That was the first round where they draft the kids out of college. So that's a great card. When you get a card like this, it really makes you happy that you collect sports cards.
What's a card like this one go for?
I bought this card for $6 a while ago. So it's worth about $6, which is kind of, you know, less than you might think. But see, what happens with sports cards is one card will get focused on as the best card. So this guy has 2 rookie cards, Pro Set and Score. And the Score card, interestingly enough, is worth about $100, even though, you know, and this one's, so here's the Score card. Now that card right there, that's worth $100, literally. But, of course, I don't like it, because look, it's just his head, you know? I like the in-action photo from college. I think that's way cooler, so I brought that out on the show. But it's only worth $6, and that's what's good about sports cards. So when something like this happens, we're like, oh, Score is the best rookie card, you got to get that one. Well, that's great, because that means this one doesn't go up at all, and you can buy a Barry Sanders rookie for $6. That's kind of the way sports cards works. I don't know, give you a feeling of the hobby market. It's very, you know, one card goes up, one card doesn't go down. There's no real reason to it, you know?
Kind of like the stock market.
Totally.
But I see it's not the price value, it's the value of the...
Right. If you're going for price, if you're trying to make money collecting sports cards, you're going to continually be pissed off. You just have to go for, you know, cards that make you happy. It's been my whole philosophy, and then you won't be upset. You won't be upset when you nick them and they're not in mint, because, you know, who cares? But that's why I collect, but I am, you know, pretty sure that I could get a lot of money for my collection. I might someday if I get desperate enough. So you're watching Collectables Digest with me, Aaron, and AJ co-hosting. We're looking at collectibles, and we'd like you guys to as well.